Okay, it says video is starting, so I'm going to start talking because, oh, there I am. Okay. Hi, welcome to Body Talk. Whoops, what happened? Hi, I'm back. Welcome to Body Talk Friday. You're in my kitchen this morning. I'm making celery juice and Heavy Metal Detox smoothie this morning. So, welcome. As you pile on, tell me you're here. This is Lorraine Pursell. Welcome to Body Talk Friday. This is the day that we tune into your 50 trillion cells. What have you been trying to tell me? What am I not hearing? Why am I sick? Why do I have aches and pains? What are you trying to communicate to me? So, settle in. As you jump on, please say hi in the comments so I know you're here, because Facebook does not show me that you're here unless you say something in the comments, and I would love to welcome you. So right now I am using this handy celery. I have celery juice almost every morning. Sometimes I take part of the weekend off. Here, I'm going to turn this on. Hold on. Part of the weekend off because it's just kind of like, meh. I just feel like having something else. But most of the time, I'm really good about this. So celery juice, I would say 5 to 6 days a week. And so we've got this really cool stuff here from Costco, pre-washed celery sticks that my son found, which is great. So one of these packages makes a quart, which is what you want to try to ingest every day. First thing in the morning, after a quart of lemon water, actually 16 to 32 ounces of lemon water, first thing in the morning. And then after about 20 minutes, then you drink the celery juice. And then you wait 15 to 20 minutes, and then you have the Heavy Metal Detox smoothie. And the only other piece to this formula is have 3 apples in the day. The apple hydrates the liver, and there's living cells in all of this food that we're eating, that we're talking about eating today. And for the celery juice, sorry, it has to be just plain celery. You can't add anything to it. I mean, it's healthy, but it's not doing what it needs to do, which is the deep hydration into your cells, creating the hydrochloric acid. It starts to water down what the celery juice is doing if you add anything else to it. So it is just straight celery. I just got off of a 2-mile walk around my peninsula. I feel like it's a pilgrimage. You know, you go in the back here, and as the further you go, you get on the marsh, and it's just so beautiful. The houses are beautiful, the neighborhood's so quiet, you never see anybody. But that being said, South Carolinians are very, very friendly. You know, when you're driving, they'll wave at you. It's just really cute. So, here we go. When I do the lemon water, I just cut a lemon in half and just squeeze it in the water. Always filtered water, please. So begin breathing. Begin visualizing a colored light coming down to the top of your head, whether pink, gold, white. I've been seeing blue lately. So whatever color you're resonating with, you start to feel it come into the top of your head and down into your body as you take a deep breath. All the way down into all of your cells. If you're watching the replay, please say hi that you were here. Feel this color and this light going all the way through your cells. All the way through, all the way through. Going through your 50 trillion cells and then all the way down into Mother Earth. We are the conduit between heaven and earth. Let that light come in through the top of your head and down into Mother Earth. light is traveling down, ask yourselves to communicate to you. What are they needing from you? What are they wanting from you? What do they want you to eat more of? What do they want you to eat less of? What do they want you to drink more of? What do they want you to drink less of? My body's always telling me I need more water. I have a 2-quart a day minimum. Yesterday I actually had 3 quarts. I was very proud of myself. And while you're tapping into Mother Earth, see what Mother Earth's message to you is. She's saying to you, stay the course. Stay the course. Mother Earth, stay the course. Thank you. If we can cultivate the feeling of feeling in love, all the endorphins in our body are going to go nuts. And just have so much fun creating new and wonderful things. So you can actually pretend that you're in love. Hi Diane, good to see you. Pretend that you're in love and feel the feelings of being in love. And you can be in love just with life. You can be in love with yourself. You can be in love with your body. You can be in love with your house. You can be in love with the plants you see. Just feel the feeling of being in love, and your body will go nuts with endorphins. It's fun to do. Because you can just manufacture the feelings. Hope, good morning. You can just manufacture the feelings. And it's just as good as being in love without the hassle. Okay, my celery juice is done. So what is your body saying to you? Do you have any aches and pains? If anyone would like a reading this morning, I'm available for that. Do you have something going on that you're not sure of? I can tap in for you, or rather with you. Now I'm straining the celery juice. Get all the pulp out. Do you have a situation in your life you're not sure of? This is what I strain it with, just a little sink strainer that's designated just for food. Just for juice, rather. Women's Self-Love Journey yesterday was amazing. We had 3 founding members there from 7 years ago, 8 years ago. It was wonderful to hear their wisdom. So if you're in the Women's Self-Love Journey program, be sure you catch the replay. It's in your inbox, and it's also in the Facebook group. And if you want to learn about the Women's Self-Love Journey program that brings you into absolute confidence, right, Hope? go to womensselflovejourney.com. And right now we're offering a free call for people who are not in the program to, it's called the Empowered Self-Love Call. See where you are in your self-love journey and where you need to get to and what might be your next steps. Very supportive call. So good. Okay. So now for the Heavy Metal Detox smoothie. It's my son's birthday today. I'm making his Heavy Metal Detox smoothie for him. So tell me how you guys are. What have you been thinking about? How did you do with your intention this week? My intention was to stay in the dream. I did pretty well. I think that's my eternal intention. Just ongoing. Move this maybe down a little lower now. Taking all the ugly stuff out of this cilantro. And I put a little bit of 7th generation dish soap in to clean it. Cilantro does not have a long shelf life. You have to use it really quickly. So I rinse and I pull out the icky stuff. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Sam. Diane, remind me where you live. I know Sam is in Blackpool, England. So welcome. Just got a picture in my mind of you dancing in the street, Sam. What is the smoothie, honey? It's called the Heavy Metal Detox smoothie. From Anthony William, medical medium. So we start with wild blueberries, 2 cups of frozen wild blueberries, and then they defrost and they make about a cup. And now you put about a cup of cilantro in. I normally put a whole bunch of cilantro in just to get a lot of greens in my system, but today we're on our last one. I'm going to split it between my son and I, so we'll have about a cup each. I use one of these NutriBullets, and so because it won't hold too much, I put it in the fridge and defrost it overnight so it shrinks and I can get the rest of the stuff in it. So the Heavy Metal Detox smoothie has 2 cups of frozen wild blueberries. Has to be wild blueberries. Don't even bother with the ones in the, clamshell. These have twice the antioxidants. And they're a wild food, which really helps. Okay, I thought it was Florida, Diane. Thank you. So got this much. When it defrosts, it becomes 1 cup. And I'm going to bring you a little bit closer maybe. Let's see how that works. So here are the frozen blueberries. I'm going to make this a little bit further down. Get a good boob shot there. Sorry, guys. Okay, then I'm going to put the cilantro in. Next goes an orange. And so I take the orange and I peel it off. I do it this way just because I'm used to doing it this way. This knife needs to be sharpened. Hang on a sec. Be sure you rinse your knife after you sharpen it to get all the debris off. Okay, this should work better now. My mom and my grandma and I used to do this with apples. We used to peel apples like this and see who could get the whole apple peeled without it breaking. So I'm really good at doing this. There's the whole orange. Okay, there's one. There's the other. This smoothie tastes so delicious. You know what's weird? This new format doesn't tell me how many people are here. But that's kind of good, actually. Because I just want to give the message and not worry about how many people are here. How's your move going, Kathy? So are we glad it's Friday? So I cut it, and then I take out that little navel part. Doesn't always taste too good. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. There goes half. Goes the other half. Cut it, cut it, cut it. Okay. And I press it down a little bit because I'm going to be adding other things. Actually, 2 more bananas go in there. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Cut out the navel. Cut, cut, cut. Cut out the navel. Cut, cut. Cut. Okay. Usually at this point, I put the water in. You put about a cup of water in, or however much your blender or whatever will hold. Because once you smush in the bananas, it gets high. The water can get high. Okay, we have really ripe bananas, so I might put in 3 bananas, maybe even 4, because we're a little bit low on the cilantro this morning, so we have lots of room in the blender. Okay. So we have all these bananas. When they get too much further past this point, they're not really good anymore, so I should have actually put these in the freezer, but I did not. It's my kitchen garbage method. I don't like seeing a garbage can in the kitchen. I don't like seeing a garbage can, period. So I have a bowl, and I just put the plastic bags in it, and then once the bag is full of pretty much all my garbage is vegetation. So here we go, just putting in this banana, putting in the next banana. I think we can put in actually 3 or 4. Bananas are very healing. Everything in this is extremely Barley grass juice powder. I can't eat cilantro. Is there an alternative? Oh, okay. Thanks, Diane. It's funny, you guys can see it. I can't. I don't know. Cilantro is part of what takes the metals out of your body and carries it all the way out. I've heard Anthony say that if you have an aversion to cilantro, I used to hate it. I just thought it tasted like soap. He says it's because you have a lot of metals in your body, and that's your body's way of saying you need it. So it took me a long time to get used to it. I can't say I'm in love with it yet, but I'm used to it. Okay, so it looks like I'm putting in 3 or 4 bananas in each one, and then I'll put the spirulina and the barley grass juice powder in. And the spirulina, he's really particular because don't get anything from the Pacific Ocean. He says it's too polluted. Don't have any spirulina or shellfish or fish from the Pacific, except wild salmon, because it's way up high. It's okay. But there's one particular company, in fact, it's the only company that he endorses, and he's not sponsored by them, so it's not like, hey, buy this because I'm going to get paid for it. It's by a company called Demartini, and I'll show it to you in just a second. Kathy, I'm settled in having fun, having to run a lot of tests this week. Found that I have severe diverticulitis. Good thing there's no cancer found. Special diet for the rest of my life. Yeah. And if anybody still wants to learn about these patches, they are amazing. Okay, I'm going to just get rid of this last banana here and put half in each. So this will be so sweet and so good because of all the bananas. So there we go. Now I'm going to put in the spirulina and the barley grass juice powder. Here's the company. It's called Demartini, Vimergy. I don't know if you can see that, but they raise the spirulina themselves, so they're controlling what it's growing in. So I put in 2 scoops of spirulina. Especially if you've had a lot of medications, they all have metals in them. So some of you that might be dealing with some health issues might be on a lot of medications for a long time. I know I'm working through a lot because I had 18 years on Zoloft. So I mean that's a lot of pills, right? Okay, now here's the barley grass juice powder. There we go, barley grass juice powder. Can't be barley grass juice or barley grass powder. It has to be barley grass juice powder. All of these components work to dig out the metals, sweep them out, and then get them out of the body. What happens with other detox, heavy metal detox things is that yeah, it loosens it up, but then it doesn't take it out all the way out of the body. The last piece is the dulse, the Atlantic dulse, and that sweeps it out of the body, actually takes it out. So he's got a lot of wisdom, Anthony William. Okay, here we go, barley grass juice powder, 2 scoops. Oh, and then I put in reishi powder, reishi mushroom, organic reishi mushroom. I learned about this at the beginning of the pandemic from Greg Braden, who's a scientist that I really trust. And he said it disguises all the docking stations on the cells so that the coronavirus cannot attach itself to the cell and start burrowing in. So I just started using this reishi mushroom, and I've been using it ever since. I figured, well, why not? It's probably good for me. So put a big scoop in each one. And then the last step is the dulse, the Atlantic dulse. And I get this from Maine Coast. So I just open this up and dump about a tablespoon in each one. Sometimes I put aloe leaf in. Sometimes I put ginger in. Sometimes I put turmeric in. I don't feel like it this morning because I just want to get this over with. So now I'm going to rinse this guy. All right, here we go. It's going to be a touch loud. So Sam, I don't know if it's because, you know, you might be allergic to it or you just don't like it. But he says it means that you really need it because you have a lot of metals in your body. So what we have to understand is when we have food cravings, it's the pathogens in our body, it's the viruses in our body that are craving actually the cravings that we're having. Okay, so I'm going to put this back. Reishi mushroom is good for you. Oh, great, Kathy. Okay, so now I'm going to, got plenty of water. Yep. Put this on. Squeeze it tight. Put it on the NutriBullet. Plugged in. I've stood here before trying, why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? It's not plugged in. I can get this one done. There we go. Just put this on the other one. Off. Okay, second one. That's when Anthony says that it means you have metals in your body. Like I said, it's taken me a lot to get used to it. Still not a huge fan, but I know what it does, so I stick it in. And usually I put a whole bunch in. I don't cut it in half like I did this morning. Now the last step is putting in the frozen wild blueberries for tomorrow. This is the brand Wyman's. You can get it in your frozen food. Whole Foods carries it. Publix, if you have a Publix where you are. Wyman's. It's picked by hand. 4 generations. This family's been harvesting wild blueberries. Just pour in 2 cups. Adaptogens, that's what it does. The wild foods inspire the adaptogens in our body. So that we become more resilient. So the trick to this is you start with the water, the lemon water, the quart of lemon water, with 1 quart of water with a whole lemon, or if you have to start with 16 ounces, it's a half a lemon. I usually make it and put it by the side of my bed so that in the morning it's there. And then 20 minutes later I can have the celery juice. Let that get into my body. After I finish that, 20 minutes later, then I can have the Heavy Metal Detox smoothie, and it's absolutely delicious. Okay. So what is your body saying that it needs from you this weekend to restore and regenerate? What does it want you to do? Does it want you to take it easy? Do you see yourself walking on the beach? What is it? What is that picture in your mind's eye? You think about your body speaking to you and telling you what it needs from you this weekend. What is that? I'm getting a beach walk would be nice. But maybe somewhere else. I'd like to go somewhere else. Cool place down on the bay I might like to go. How active does your body want you to be this weekend? Does it want you to build some muscle? Does it want you to build some upper body strength? Tap in. What's it talking to you? Your body is talking to you. Well, that was fun. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'll be back on Monday for Fairy Godmother Monday, where we tap into your dream, cultivate the courage to dream again, Dream big, because it's what you see in your mind's eye anyway. That's how your God is. Oh, how sweet, Sam. Have the best time. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. I'm going to be with my grandkids tonight. Oh, Diane, you're a half a mile from the Gulf of Mexico. Wow. I'm 6 miles from the ocean. That's pretty amazing, being a half a mile from the ocean. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you so much for joining me. So Monday, 8 a.m. Eastern, we'll be here for Fairy Godmother Monday, where I'll show you how to make your own dreams come true in the quantum field of all possibilities. Also, I've started exercises, mostly walk every other day to build up muscle strength. Yes, I'm going to do that with my client today. We're going to start working on her quadriceps. Yes, 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 yes. So, you know, tap into your dream. We'll be spending time in the quantum field on Monday. I think I need a little bottle of wine with girlfriends on the beach. Oh, that would be nice. Very nice. And with my magic wand. And, okay, since I quit eating meat years ago, I've felt so much better, but there's a lot of veggies and fruits that cause inflammation. I have a full page of what I can and can't have. Yeah, I'm focused and will feel better soon. Yes, Kathy. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, so join me Monday. And it's really awesome. We go into the quantum field and just feel your dream. Set the intention for the week. So let's send this beautiful energy out to the entire planet. I'll show you what I'm looking at out here. It's just beautiful. Let me see. Right. Yeah, we're getting used to it. There's my pond. There's the fountain. There's the fountain. Yes, let's just send this out to our 8 billion brothers and sisters, this alignment energy, peace and love, to all the water molecules and the entire earth, blessing Mother Earth, blessing the sky, blessing the molecules of water in the sky, blessing every single of the 8 billion hearts. They would feel this peace. They would feel this groundedness. I love you. Thank you for spending time with me. I will see you Monday, if not before. Take care.